guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today's video I'm going to be sharing with you some of my top picks from the drugstore when it comes to foundation for really oily skin types. So if you want to check out and see what my top 5 foundations are for oily skin, then just keep watching. So these foundations are in no particular order, but I'm going to start off with the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25 Hour Foundation. If you have oily skin and you haven't tried this one, you need to check it out. I don't feel like this foundation is talked enough about on YouTube. I absolutely love it. I'm gonna say it's probably my holy grail foundation. It really works to control your oils, but it doesn't leave your skin looking really matte and flat. It still looks like skin. It still looks really natural and flawless at the same time. I don't know how it does it. Even though it controls your oils, it stops any of that kind of cracking looking on your face and just looks flawless. It's medium coverage. I'd say you can build this one up. It's not gonna be super full coverage though. I'm in the shade 100 Ivory if you guys want to know. I've got plenty of videos where I've used this on my channel, so make sure to check them out. If you have oily skin, pick this one up next. You won't be disappointed. It's amazing. Next up, I've got Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation, and guys, this is definitely worth the hype. This is all over YouTube for a really great drugstore foundation. I absolutely love it. It does make you look a little bit dry, I feel, so definitely make sure you put a little bit of moisturizer on before you use this one. But I actually really like this one mixed in with the Rimmel 25 Hour Foundation. I love mixing foundations. Any of you guys like mixing foundations? I love the shade. This is in 110 Porcelain, and it's definitely a really great one when I'm really pale in winter. It won't exaggerate any fine lines. It can make my smile lines get a little bit emphasize, like a little bit of cracking, if you might, around my smile lines, but definitely nothing that can't be fixed with a little bit of powder. It is great for controlling oils. I can probably get about 6 hours worth without needing to touch up, which for me is absolutely amazing. It definitely leaves more of a matte finish to the skin, whereas the 25 Hour Rimmel Lasting Finish Foundation leaves more of a kind of natural finish to the skin. This one definitely leaves more of a powdery, I'm not going to say full powder, but definitely a matte finish to the skin. So if you really like that kind of matte look, definitely check this one out next time you're looking for a new foundation. It's bomb. Next up, I have the Covergirl Ready Set Gorgeous Foundation. I have a first impressions review on this one, so I'll leave it linked up here if you guys want to check out the review. But guys, spoiler alert, I love it. It is so good. This one definitely leaves that kind of powdered finish to your skin. I love that it's in a squeezy tube, so it's super convenient for traveling, but I do find that this one does settle into fine lines a little bit, especially in the forehead and around the smile lines. You can get that kind of dry, almost cracking look to the foundation. Now it does set down quite quickly, so you do have to work quite quick with it just because it leaves a powdered finish to the skin. I do like to pair this one up with a little bit more of a hydrating concealer because it can start to look a little bit crepey under the eyes, but I think that's kind of like a theme with foundations that, for me anyway, that set down and have a powdered finish to the skin. I feel like I always want to pair them up with a hydrating concealer just to make sure my under eyes aren't looking crepey or crinkly. So yeah, definitely check it out. It's super affordable, and again, love it for oily skin. Next up, we have the Rimmel Stay Matte Foundation. Love this foundation paired with the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer and the Rimmel Lasting Finish Primers. Those two are my favorite primers as well, guys. So I use those primers with all of these foundations and they work amazingly. I do also have a first impressions review on this one here up on my channel, which I'll leave linked up here if you want to check it out. But spoiler again, love this foundation. This one probably leaves more of a powdered finish compared to the Ready Set Gorgeous foundation. So if you like that powdery matte finish, definitely check this one out. This one controls my oils for longer than the Covergirl Ready Set Gorgeous foundation. Both of these ones have that matte powdered finish. It is more of a mousse formula, so it's really thick. You do have to use quite a bit of this foundation. It does oxidize a little bit as well, so make sure to keep that in mind when you're picking up your shade. It provides a beautiful medium to full coverage base to your skin. You do need to work quickly with this one or work in sections, which I prefer to do because it dries so quickly. Again, I like to use a hydrating concealer when I do use this one, just to make sure, again, my under eyes don't look all creepy and crinkly. I picked it up for like $7 at Priceline, which is amazing. It's so cheap and it works so well. I feel like this actually works better than some of my high-end foundations, so definitely recommend this one. And lastly, I have the Covergirl Outlast Stay Fabulous foundations. I have them in 2 shades. This one is in the shade 810 and this one is 825. 825 is more of my summer, little bit tanned skin, which I hopefully will be able to crack out soon, seeing as we're heading into summer here in Australia. I can probably get about 5 hours without needing to touch up with this one here, but I love the finish of it. It's really great summer foundation. It doesn't emphasize any textures, makes your pores look amazing. They don't look emphasized at all, and I just love how it sits on the skin. I don't think it's super full coverage myself. It doesn't emphasize any texture or anything like that, and doesn't settle in my fine lines, which I absolutely love. Even though this one isn't marketed towards oily skin, I still feel like it does an amazing job. So I definitely would recommend checking this one out. It's kind of like the dark horse of the group, really. So guys, that was my top 5 foundations for oily skin at the drugstore. If you've used any of these foundations, comment down below and let me know your thoughts on it. I would love to hear from you. I hope you have a fantastic rest of the week, guys, and I'll see you all in my next video. Mwah! Bye, guys.